you can ask it to the chat. He's disconnected, I think. Yeah, he's disconnected. So, okay. So we'll start from where we left. So what happens here when we log in? Either you may get a response or you may get an error. So what happens here when you get a success response from the server, then it will go to the then part. Okay, so inside the access gate, we have written a then part and there is a catch part. So if the API call executes properly and we get our message like you data inside the data you get your response equal to true and the ID equals to something, then it will go to the then. Otherwise, if you misplace the okay, see, if we provide any username, then we provide 123 for any password, and we try to log in, it will see that inside the data it's false and invalid username or password. See, so what we have to do? So if we get invalid username or password from the server, we want to show it inside the user this card. Okay, so what we have to do? We have already saved our response here. So what we'll do? We'll create here. Okay, got it. So what you have to do? We'll return a data. Inside the data, we'll return null. Some error dot dot response dot data dot message. So when we'll get an error, we'll show like this. But for now, we will just return here some error occurred. So when we will get an error, this will show that some error occurred and it will return the data. And if we are inside the then part, then the server has returned the correct response to us. So what we will do, inside the data, we will return response. See, here we are getting a data inside our response. So we'll just return that data to the parent or to the function which is calling the API. So what will happen here? When we write here const response and here we have written that await login API username password, it will return the response after successful execution of this part. So when it will be successfully executed, then response will have a data and data will have some values. So what the data will have? Every time data will have a result. So if we have successfully logged in like a@a.com and we send password on to 3456, then it will send us data, result true and ID. So the result is a must if we have invalid credentials or you have a valid credential. So what will you do? Then if data dot result not equals to null, अगर ये एरर में जाता है तो यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा डाटा के अंदर, सिर्फ डाटा में एक स्ट्रिंग जाएगा. ठीक है, अगर ये रेस्पॉन्स को जाता है तो मेरा डाटा में दो चीज जाएगा. एक जाएगा जो होता है कि रिजल्ट, जो कि एक होता है रिजल्ट जो जाएगा ट्रू और फॉल्स. उसके बाद अगर रिजल्ट ट्रू हुआ तो आईडी जाएगा रिजल्ट फॉल्स हुआ तो रीजन जाएगा. So what we'll write here, data dot result is not equal to null. Then we'll write data queue, sorry, response dot result. So what we'll write here, response. Okay, wait a second. Set the response dot data file. Response dot data. So now if response dot data dot result e- equals to false, if my result is false, then I have provided invalid credential. So when I will see, I have created here a login success. So what we'll write here, set login success, side it, we'll write response dot data dot reason. So now let's check it out. So I'll provide anything here. See, invalid username or password. This is the response which is provided by the API, right? So now if the user ID we get here, the user ID, then the response or data that result will be true. So in the else part, we'll write router dot replace so done. Okay, so now if I provide any value and click here, it will show invalid username and password. Then if I provide a@a.com and password here 123456, then it will, router is not defined. Oh shit, I have removed the import router from next slash router. So now we provide here a@a.com, then provide here 123456, and we click here login. Then see, our login is successful and it took us to the login page. So like Facebook, when you log in, then after you delete this tab and you will again this localhost / login, you won't be able to go to the login page again. Why? Because you are already logged in. So every time you open the login page, it will take us to the home page. So now we have logged in the user, but we have not saved the data anywhere inside our system. So what we'll use to save the data inside our system? We will use a local storage. So what is the local storage? Local storage is a local memory for every browser. Like we will store our user ID there. So if we find the user ID, then the system will redirect the user to dashboard page. So until and unless user is not logged in, the local storage will not be created. Once the local storage is created, means the user is already logged in. So for better understanding, let's go to the sketch part. So what we'll do, okay. So what we'll do here, this is our login page. This is so when we click on login, what we have to do, we have to wait for the API call. When the API call gives us the ID, which is our user's ID, we have to create a local storage. This is our local storage. So inside our local storage, we will keep that ID safe. So nobody from the outside can see it. Then what we will do, we will provide it anytime to the application again. When user will want to check for the ID, will provide the ID to user. So every time the user will open the page, open the login page, it will take the user to the dashboard page as the user is already logged in. So we are creating a session kind of thing here. Once you log in, you don't have to log in again. So what we have to do here, we have to use the local storage file logging in part. So what we will do here, we will just okay. So API call is done. Okay. So inside the app.js, so what we'll do here, window dot local storage dot set item. Inside it, we have to pass the item and value. I think, yeah, item and value. So what will pass, the user ID, and will pass the user. What will get here, so we need the postman here. Why? To get the API call data, bar we can't log it, so we are getting it in the ID. So what we'll do here, we'll just store the response dot data dot ID. So we have created a local storage which is our user ID, and we will get this inside our app.js. So these are some parts which I have written to create the dark theme. So we'll discuss about this later. So what I have to do, I have to check for the ID is there or not. So if so first we'll get the ID, user ID here. So what we'll do, const user ID equals to, okay. So inside the app.js, you will have find a method called component did mount. It will run when you will your page is being loaded. So in that page, we have to take the user from the login page to the dashboard page.